Today at work, I seemingly upset some person on the road. I live in Texas. Road rage is a very, very serious thing here because everyone carries guns, right? Luckily, this guy didn't. But he got out of his car. I had parked. I didn't understand what was happening. But he calls for me. He approaches me. I'll set the scene. He's wearing a tank top, turquoise shorts, and flip flops. I'm now looking down. He's like 5'8". I'm looking down at this guy, kind of just like, what is this? And he's fucking yelling at me. He's screaming. He's calling me names, and I'm on the clock, so I can't like do anything back. I can't say anything back. So I'm just kind of looking at him like, okay. And in the moment, I didn't even understand what he was mad about. So I was more confused than anything. But he's yelling at me. He's calling me names, and he's walking away. And I just stand there looking at him like, what the fuck? What was that? What was this interaction? And then this guy is 45, right? And then his dad, don't know why he's out with his dad at this point, but his father like signals to him that I flipped him off, I guess, because I was just like, the fuck. And then they both approach me now, getting in my face, and I'm like, what? And I had not moved in. I just stood there. I had the survival instincts of a fucking newborn. I just stood there, confused as all hell. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And they're both going at me. And in that moment, I analyzed the two people yelling at me. I saw an old man who was somewhat frail and a guy wearing flip flops. And I looked at them too and I said, you know what? At any moment, I could just drop these two guys. Maybe that's my ego talking. Maybe it's a part of me that just really wanted to. But I was like, I could just easily, I imagine, easily just, you know what I mean? Give him a quick one. But in that moment, I felt my knees buckled a little bit. And I said, you know what? This is not worth it. I said, obviously, you two are having a bad day and you're just taking it out on me. I don't know why you're doing that. Please walk away. And then they walked away. In that moment, I realized that my words, my ability to defuse and de escalate the situation, that is what was needed there. Not for me to entertain my ego or to instigate them into having a brawl with me. The importance of keeping my cool and not allowing myself to fall to their level. Because let me tell you, this guy he was spamming curse words at me. Damn near off cooldown. He was just like, I don't know. He was like Italian or something. So he was just spamming them out. And I just part of me wanted to just go, you know what, man, take a fucking swing. Because if you're gonna hit me, I don't care if I lose this fight, but you're not gonna come out unscathed. I'll tell you that. I will go down fighting. I don't care. You you look like you have a wife and kids, bro. I ain't got nothing. I will fight to the end because I got nothing to lose right now, brother. You don't want to take that. But I knew that just wasn't not only worth it, but I wouldn't gain like what do I do after that? Do I just go, hello police? I have two dumbasses that I've now have had their asses whooped. Can send two ambulances. You know what I mean? What's the play? The realistic play was just to go, you know what, guys? Obviously, you're taking your anger out for something that doesn't have to do with me at all. Obviously, you're just taking it out on me for God knows whatever reason. Don't do that. You know? He said, and don't you goddamn smirk at me. This smirk was the only thing keeping you not being on the ground. You know, I like to just whenever I'm in situations like that, I like to not take it as seriously. First time I got into a fight, I kind of did the instigating. You know, it didn't work out that first time. I got pushed around and shoved and shoulder checked, and it wasn't cool. And in this situation, when there were two men in front of me, both looking like they were gonna take swings, I just said, you know what? It's not worth it. You know, it's not worth it. I chose to just defuse and de-escalate, no matter how much I wanted them to like continue, so I could have an excuse to like. I hate the way that sounds of like I can't wait till someone pushes my buttons, then I can go beast mode. But you know what? I was bored. I was at work for 5 hours. I was fucking bored. And you know what? Two dudes running up on me. That's a cool story. That's a cool fucking story. Even if I lose the fight, I'm still taking a 2v1. That's a cool story. But honestly, I think the better option out of that was taking the taking a moment, taking a realistic moment to judge all the outcomes and go, you know what? The three of us walk away from the situation in the best standings if we just walk away now. Because you don't gain anything from yelling at me. Your dad doesn't gain anything from watching you damn near piss yourself because you're fucking fuming in front of me. And I don't gain anything by you just yelling at me. Because I just stood there like, nah, okay, nah, okay. Here's Matt, I almost hit him when he swerved into my lane and then popped his hazards and then fucking went 20 under the speed limit for no fucking reason. Two left turn lanes. I'm in my lane. We're going like this, and then he goes like that, and then pops his hazards, causing me to brake. And then he moves over, and then I go, and he's mad. I don't know. People are fucking stupid, and I was hoping that stupid guy would take a swing at me so I could unleash the beast mode. But alas, that's not what happened. Moral of the story, guys. I don't really have a moral. I just wanted to tell this story. Moral of the story really is that in times in which your life could be at stake or your just general safety is on the line, choosing the play that leads to the best outcome for everyone, that is most often the most optimal one. Maybe it's not the most entertaining one, like how I really wish that fucker, like, he said my dad's here, so he's like he's 45 again, looks 45, gray beard hairs. He's here so I don't do anything stupid, motherfucker. I was really hoping he did something stupid so I could do something a little stupider and have a little bit fun. But alas, it's not what happened. Again, choosing the decision to de-escalate and try and calm everyone down is always going to be the best solution because there's nothing to gain from any sort of verbal or physical altercation. No one wins. You just expel energy, you get it out of you, and then it's done. But you can easily avoid that if you just say, you know what? Obviously, this isn't your day. I'm just a dude. You don't know me. I don't know you. Walk away now. Sometimes that's just the best option. Thank you.